Hey parents, my name's Todd Anderson, and I'm going to be your son or daughter's intermediate algebra teacher this year. Instead of writing a long email, I thought maybe a video might do a little bit better. Then you can actually kind of see what the students, to a certain extent, will see and be doing this year. And it might give you a more of a visual of what they're actually doing. So the first thing is I put everything on my calendar. So when your student goes to the hub, and let's see if I can get a better view of the hub right there. There you go. When your student goes to the hub, now this is a teacher view of the hub. This is not a student view of the hub. So I load up everything you can see for all my classes here. I have a calendar linked up to it, and I've got the Khan Academy website that we'll be working from this year already linked up to it. So I don't know exactly what the view is. I know when your student, if you have a first hour student, comes in, they will log in, they'll click on my class, and on there will be a calendar icon, and there will be a world map for the Khan Academy thing. When they click on the calendar, now it doesn't work for me to do it, it only works for your student to do it, but what should show up when they do that is a calendar should pull up. Now, this is my calendar. It won't be what their calendar looks like. I have all my different hours on there. They will have all their different classes on their calendar. So when they pull up my calendar, it will pull up something similar to this right here, where it will list out for them. In fact, let me give it a better view for you. It will list out for them. Um, every day we're going to be meeting as a class, and they have a join with Google Meet. When they click the join with Google Meet, they're going to see this screen right here that gives them this look. It'll show them what their camera's showing them. Here's me right there. Hey, how are we doing, everybody? A little scruffy. You can tell that it's teacher workshop week, and I haven't shaved a whole lot. I'm just kind of getting ready for the thing, so forgive the shaving. Anyways, they get a join now button. So when they hit the join now button, it'll bring them right to our class. So let me delete that because that's enough of my picture showing up there. So that's how they'll get to the Google Meet, is right through the calendar. Also, right through the calendar, most days I will have a video lesson ready to go for them and kind of how to do the assignment that's being assigned to them that day. And that'll be right down here. It'll have a little link right here. As you can see, I've set this up for the very first day of school. So I have no video lesson for them for that day because they can or they don't have to get started right away on their assignments. Now, I did put the very first thing we're doing down there. So what we're going to be doing for the first 2 weeks, parents, is we're going to be kind of reviewing what they should have learned in 8th grade to be ready for this 9th grade intermediate algebra class. So this right here is a direct link that's it's kind of an overall 8th grade thing. And if they click on that assignment right there, it will bring them right to what they have to do. You got to give it a moment. You'll see this will upload. It'll move a little bit on us. And then eventually it will pop up the screen that's going to pull up for us right there. So it pops up what they need to do. I know it says unit test. They hit let's go and they start taking their unit test. Okay, so it brings them right to their Khan Academy. So speaking of Khan Academy, let's go to Khan Academy and see what it actually looks like for the student. This would be their view. Now, this is a student, when they go to Khan Academy, this is their home page and what it'll look like. Their name will be right up here. Obviously, it's my name because this is me. I have put this in a student view form. So this is what the student will see. So if you ever want student view form, just so you know, if you actually click on their name right up here, they have what's called Learner Home. And when you click on that Learner Home, you can see it's going to reload, and it reloads exactly to that page I was just on. Right? It takes a moment to load a little bit, so give it a moment here. And here it comes. Boom, there it is. If they ever don't see this pop up, they should, but if they don't, their assignments will always be right here. They can click on that, and then this screen shows up. By the way, this screen shows you everything that's been assigned to them and what the due date is on that assignment. So here you can see our very first one isn't due till September 20th. So they've got, boy, if it's the 8th today, well, the 8th is the first day of school. They've got 12 days to do this. They've got 6 assignments. Every one of them is a unit test. And all I'm requiring is that they get an 80, any of the Khan Academies, that they get an 80% or higher. Now, when we actually get to the unit test of an actual unit. This one's just kind of a pre-warm up here. So these are just kind of assignments. So assignments and quizzes are 80% is required to pass it. For the test, they don't need to get an 80%, but if they get a 63%, then I score them at a 63% of all the points possible on that test. If they score 100% on the test, then they get 100% of the points. So on an actual unit test, when we start our units up, which won't be till after September 20th, but when we finally get to those, the higher score they get, the more points they get on their unit test. And the nice part about Khan Academy, they can retake a unit test as many times as they want. And in fact, if let's say they did this one here, the Get Ready for Equations and Inequalities unit test, and let's say they only get a 62%, they can retake that as many times as they want until they get the required 80% on there. So retake as many times as you want. Now, sometimes it's going to be difficult, and I just get that. I know there are certain concepts that hit certain kids certain ways, and it's more difficult. They are encouraged to seek me out for questions on that, and I've got many hours where I hope they will ask me questions and check in with me. All right, I think that's enough about assignments. I think we've gone through the schedule, the Khan Academy, how that will be assigned, and if you have questions, parents, don't hesitate to seek me out for help on that. As long as I've got you, parents, I'm going to send out parent email reminders on different things, probably a weekly schedule of here's what's coming up, parents, so you understand. And then our district is rolling out something, and I looked it up a little bit. It's something called Remind. It's a text message service that I can't wait to learn about this. So I can text out parents and give them quick reminders on different things coming up to keep you more informed. I don't know exactly at this moment in time how I will do that, but I love any way I can keep in communication with my parents to keep them on top of what we're doing. I think the better. So, hey, the other last thing I will say about Khan Academy. So, like these assignments right here, you can see the due date is September 20th. Students are not only free to work ahead. I actually encourage students to work ahead when they can and get done as fast as possible. They can then take that extra time that they've worked ahead, transfer that to other subjects that they might need for a short time, or they can keep going ahead on the next Khan Academy. If they have questions, they can talk to me and go, hey, Mr. Anderson, what's coming up next? I can point them in the right direction and get them going on work early. So students are always, always, always not only they're just encouraged to always work ahead if they ever can. So please let them know that. I think we have covered most everything. We've gone through the hub, we've gone through this calendar, we've gone through Khan Academy, we've gone through our daily meets that we're going to be doing. I think we've got it. Parents, if you have questions on any of that, please let me know. Sorry for the 8-minute and 15-second video. Bye-bye.